My name's Tim Bradley. I'm a series producer of Primeval, which is a 10-part show for ITV. I've been producing for about 9 years, and I'm 44. And the most important thing for me is to get the right team around me. Creativity comes at a price, which you can still afford, but you've got to work for it. So if you want to do something badly, you want to sort of create the conditions that it's possible. So as a producer, I may have a script and really want to do a scene passionately. The director may want to do another scene passionately, and the design department want to do that scene. Now, someone's going to win somewhere, and very often I'm having to say, all right, well, that scene was a favourite of mine, but I understand, and maybe we can do something else. But on a couple of these episodes, some of the things I've really wanted to do, I've done, and I'm so happy. But the audience hopefully will get the mixture of everyone's talents. So I did what most people did. I did a degree in the end in maths and economics. And I found that I was being pushed probably to use my degree to get a good, safe job in the city. So I went and got myself some offers for good, safe jobs in the city. And then I took 9 months off, travelled around the world on a shoestring. And then I had one of those moments when I was flying back, very unhappy, coming home because I was due to take up one of these offers, and the phones, or in those days, letters had been written and messages left to say, you must choose one of these jobs by the end of the summer. And this was May, so I was coming back, it was June, July, I must make a decision. So I came back to London, I remember being picked up at Victoria Station and saying, the mum said, are you going to take the accountancy job? And I said, no. She said, are you sure? I said, I'm just not doing it. And I felt so happy. And all my friends was ringing me up, saying, oh, please, you're back. And when are you starting? I said, I'm not going to. And I remember them all saying, but you can't. And I thought, well, if I take this accountancy job, I will start earning too much money to start from scratch. Because people would say, do 3 years, you'll earn lots of money, and then you can do what you want. I thought, no, I'll do 3 years, maybe earn some money, and then I won't be able to step off. So I spent the summer of '87 and then trying to find some work. And then a job came up which was fortunate. They were advertising for trainee accountants in the BBC. So I applied and I got one. And it was a sort of 3-year rotation. And I was then doing the work in the office, you know, filling out the forms and the reports for the accountancy element. And whenever possible, at 7 o'clock, going down to the studio, if there was one, and watching a studio recording. Or on the Saturday, going out to a film set. So I very much tried to do the thing which I would say, if anyone asked me what's the most important thing you should do if you want to get into someone's world, is watch and listen what they do. Then the next thing came up, which was 2 years in, and they were advertising, which they used to do in the early autumn, for runners for the drama, series and serials department. So I applied for one of the jobs, and I realised that it wasn't simply just going in to meet the people on the board. I almost had to court them by being somebody that had to work hard so they were aware of me. And then I came in one morning and there was this piece, a little post-it with ring Guy Gilkes, who was the head of drama department, with a phone number. My heart rose and sank at the same time. It could only mean one thing. And I rang him and he said, great, Tim, great. When can you start? And I was just, you know, that magic moment where you think, I'm being given a chance. And then suddenly I was sort of in the system, I was going through. But for 9 years, I was always on a rolling contract. And I just was offered all the opportunities that I could get, and then I was made up to a location manager. Until my son came along. In a sense, it was everything. It was a totality, which was you work all the time, you cannot do any better. So I was given a break in television, which was a rarer medium, and I just had to do everything I could. I just couldn't stop my best. I've seen other people fall apart because of that, because you need actually to step back and say, no, that isn't as important. Or take a slightly overview that to bring another level, which is the sort of understanding of other people's organic nature, is important. So in a way, it means a lot, but now I can see it in a context which is a fuller life.